right, Roz. Okay, what would be some of the fabrics you would recommend for formal wear?
For formal wear, if we are talking about weddings, then I would suggest, if it's a traditional wedding, I would suggest satins, dupiones, or taffetas, depending on if you like something smooth and soft and shiny, or if you like the more crispy, big bouffant type of dress. If you're talking formal as in going to a formal event, an after 5 event, a gala, let's say for an example, I love silks and organzas and things of that nature. Mother actually made for her daughter, and the daughter had gone and tried on several outfits at a retail location, and as usual she liked the top of one, the skirt of another, you know, different aspects of different gowns, and her mother combined everything and made the dress of her dreams. It turned out gorgeous. The bodice was pleated, so she pre-pleated the silk dupioni and then cut the pattern out, and it was gorgeous, and then the skirt itself was very full. And it was a wedding that was outside in the country, and it looked really nice. The rough texture really kind of lended itself towards that country rugged feel, because her husband wore cowboy boots with his tux, so that was really, really nice. I love buying designer end pieces. Most everyday folk are unable to align so much of their budget to a high-end garment, but if you know how to sew, then you can duplicate said garment and still have that look, as a TV show, Look for Less. We get a lot of designer end pieces from Adam. We get some from Philip Lim. Then we get fabric. Sometimes when you buy fabrics at certain price points, they won't allow you to reveal the designer name. But most of those will come from Italy. We don't sell patterns per se, but we do carry the Burda magazine. The Burda magazine is from Germany. It comes out once a month, and it has all patterns are included in this magazine. It's laid out like a fashion magazine, and what you see here are all patterns that you can make, and all the patterns are inclusive in the magazine. They are found in the middle of the magazine, these folded pages. So you unhinge the staples, take this out, open out, and you do have to trace the patterns because they're kind of overlapped one to another. But the instructions will tell you exactly where to go to find the pattern and which pattern pieces to trace. And you can have some great European fashions. And then plus size is also included in every pattern. Some great plus size patterns, some very, very fashionable plus size patterns. It's probably my favorite. I usually like the plus size patterns the best. They're really nice. It's come out once a month. They're $11, and you get about anywhere from 35 to even sometimes up to 50 patterns per magazine. So that's a lot of bang for your buck of patterns. Probably one of my favorite sewing tips would be, I trace all of my patterns, whether it's from the Burda magazine or one of the big fours. And if it has a lining with it, I will trace another pattern piece for the lining. So I have now my patterns for my fashion fabric, and I've traced another pattern piece for my lining fabric. But what I do around the neckline and the armhole in particular, if it's sleeveless, I will go ahead and trim on the lining pattern piece 1/8 of an inch off the neckline and 1/8 of an inch off of the armhole. And that way it will cause the lining to roll on the inside because you've already trimmed it and made it slightly smaller than your fashion fabric. And it makes it really, really easy to do your understitching, and there's no rollout at the end because it's already smaller, and it pulls that lining to stay on the inside.